Was meinen Sie? Denken Sie, Sie haben eine Chance zu gewinnen? Sie sind doch auf Ihrer Seite, oder?
Michael Haneke is a daring filmmaker. His films are raw, mysterious and close to the bone. He likes to tackle social issues like racism and class division. But what makes Haneke stand out is that he isn't happy for you to sit there and be part of a typical movie-going audience. He wants you to be involved to a point where you yourself question your own role in the issues he plays out on screen. He's a person that has looked at modern cinema and contemplated the effects of cinema violence on the world. What are we becoming if we begin to feel unbreakable and invincible? Firstly, let's look at Benny's video from 1992. In the film, Benny commits a murder on camera and his parents cover it up. The movies you see, the violence in them you're so interested in seeing, it's fake. You know it's fake, but in reality bullets hurt, fire burns, and the human body is easily breakable. Haneke questions that not showing the consequences of violence can be dangerous. You become desensitized to it. An explosion. It's cool. And this guy doesn't even look as he walks away. Benny is the desensitized character. He lives his life through a lens, filming and watching videos. Sure, he knows it's all ketchup and plastic, which is why he's so drawn to actually feeling something real, because living your life through a lens doesn't give you a reality. The movie violence shown in the film is laughable. It's from The Toxic Avenger, a car chase sequence with a monster in the passenger seat. It's hokey. If this were real, there would be lots of bruises, broken bones and bodies, but we can watch movies like this and switch off. Haneke won't let you switch off. Now, I've made a conscious decision to not show animal deaths in these videos, but Haneke shows them in his films. Again and again. He likes to look at the film's audience. He doesn't want you to feel like you're safe here, like you might watching a Hollywood action film. Watch this pig die. Again. Watch it again. This is taking a life. This is real. There's real animal deaths in a lot of his movies and they're hard to watch. It's still a surprise to see something die in an Attenborough documentary, but see something like the water buffalo get butchered in Apocalypse Now or the animal deaths in Haneke films, they are truly shocking. In Haneke's Happy End, George talks about the violence of seeing a bird of prey ripping a small bird to pieces in front of his eyes, before adding that if you saw something like that on the television, it feels normal. In reality, he says when you see something like that, it makes your hands tremble. Benny pulls the trigger, and the video of the title is made. This is real, except it's not. Not really. This isn't like the pig. The actress is not dead, but clearly this is portrayed to be as real as it could be. You can kill a pig on camera, but not Ingrid Stassner, the actress. Blood can look fake in movies. Here it looks like actual blood. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Not Ingrid's, obviously. Benny's parents see the video. Look at their faces. It's so hard to get a read on what they're thinking. At first I thought they were horrified, but watching it again and again I think they almost seem intrigued, curious. Perhaps even that there's a part of this in them, just like with Benny. We're all descendants of beings that kill to survive. This could be any one of us. Benny switches the channel like it's anything else. Part of TV, entertainment. Haneke covers film violence in Funny Games. Both of them. When I first saw this film I was a young man. I remember telling a friend, I know what he's trying to do, but why? I didn't get it. I wanted film to entertain me, perhaps enlighten me, take me on a journey. Funny Games isn't an easy film to watch. Its antagonists are cold, methodical, and you really don't want them to succeed. They hold you hostage, just like they do our protagonists. And just when you think you've won, Peter is shot and killed. The film says no, that isn't what's going to happen here. They rewind the film, and Anna grabbing the gun and shooting him doesn't happen this time around. Here's the thing, you're seen as the audience. You're seen as the ones that fork over your hard-earned money to go to the cinema opening night, to buy your oversized popcorn and fizzy drink, and watch athletic-looking actors fight, shoot at each other, all in the form of entertaining you. You like this stuff. Well, how about we make it real? How about you sit there and watch this This is reality. This is violence. Oh, wait, you don't like this kind of violence? Haneke argues there's no limit to what you can put on film, just a limit on taste. If you want to, you can make a film unbearable for an audience. And a natural response could be, well, why would I want that? Is movie violence distracting you from the real thing? Perhaps when you can't handle reality, you engage with the fantasy. We're all happy to watch action scenes and explosions for its entertainment value. But what society does that create when we don't think about the actual consequences of this kind of violence? Just looking through endless movie posters featuring guns may eventually make you think about how obsessed parts of society has become with this deadly weapon. I live in a country with minimal gun violence, but if I walked down the street and this guy walked past, I would be terrified. We are all guilty of being desensitized to violence. If you look at a film like Haneke's The Seventh Continent, the thing people were most shocked by in the film is the flushing of actual currency, the greatest taboo, not the suicide pact, the money, getting flushed away, meaningless. Die Hard is exciting, it's a great story, it's funny and engaging, it has a character we can root for. John McClane gets battered, bruised, cuts his feet on glass. We do see the consequence of movie violence to an extent, but it's all part of what we've become to know as a movie. A safe environment where you can go through a roller coaster of emotions, see this cavalcade of action or even gore, and exit the room 2 hours later. You don't go out to see real violence, you want to be entertained. I mean, what kind of person wants to see real violence? Maybe you get enough of that on the news. Do we need a reminder that bullets hurt, that fire burns, that our bodies are easily breakable? Don't we need to know that this guy, walking down the street with an automatic weapon strapped to his back, is fucking dangerous and terrifying? A gun like this killing thousands of infidels or zombies might be entertaining to you on a Friday night, but if it points at a different bunch of people, it's the most horrific news story until it happens again. You know Bruce Willis didn't really get hurt, but the pig? This was the last few seconds of this pig's life. You can sit there safely knowing your action hero isn't really hurt, but here you have a natural reaction to an actual death. It is the closest emotion you can possibly pull from an audience. And admit it, you hate it. I hate it. This is what Haneke wants you to feel, that as a spectator of violence, this is an actual consequence. It's life and death. Thank you.